This coming year, starting now and ending on the 3rd of December 2013, is a very special year for Prodivers and for Kuredu, being the 25th year, you could say. We opened then on the 3rd of December 1988. We came as staff, I think, on the 2nd, the day before the guest arrived. The island was not really finished. There were no real staff accommodations ready, food and so on. We were 5 staff. It was me and my wife. My wife was assistant instructor. And then we had Roger, Ingrid and Ronny. And we were working like horses. We had to do everything. The clientele we had, they were all from Scandinavia. It was Danish, Norwegian, Finnish, Swedish. And they had actually been booming in the Maldives for a couple of years before Kuredu was open. The unbelievable remote location that we came to. I mean, Kuredu was far in the north. It was boat transfers only the first couple of years. I remember the first group that came, and we spoke to the people that came in the second group. I mean, the arrival on the 3rd, they were the explorer group. If they would come back, they would all be proud and everything. And the second group that came, they felt almost a little bit out because they were not the real explorers. It was a real field. And of course we used that when it came to the diving, because we knew Maldives, but we didn't really know all the dives that well. And it was explorer dives not every day, but every week. And we explored, and they really liked it. It was really nice. We knew that the Express was fantastic. It was very difficult to dive. It was always because there was the current that was coming and going. But it was really fantastic. And for sure, Tila, I remember really well our little Smurf reef up in Kuredu, where Palm Beach is now. That was a fantastic outer reef. No, there were several good sites that stood out compared to the rest of the Maldives, yes. We had to improvise the first 2 months. We had rented equipment from other dive centers. When we got our own stuff, it was like Christmas. I think it was New Year's Day, and we were sitting and labeling our own fins and masks and snorkels and PCDs and stuff. You know. That skeleton that we have now in Baboona Bar, that I think everybody's seen has been on Kuredu. We heard a story there from Ibre that there was a skeleton on the beach down south. I said, oh, that's interesting. So we were 3 of us, we were 5 staff on it, so 3 of us who went down with Ibre to see what it was. And there, I didn't really see any skeleton from the whale. We saw some ribs, and we saw some vertebrae. You know. Interesting enough, maybe, but where's this big thing? And we saw something in the sand, very buried. You know, we started to dig, and there it was, you know, 2 by 50 by 50, huge thing, you know, with brain intact and eye lobes and everything, you know, and the under part of the mouth, and you know, wow, you know. Ingrid, our nurse, poked a little bit with the snorkel and said, look, brain, you know. Typical Ingrid, but that was a really nice memory, and it was still full of flesh stuff, you know, from that living creature, been all been conserved in the sand. And then we had it just close to the beach, close to the jetty for 3-4 months, with cleaning fish, crabs, cleaning all that kind of nature that likes to clean. They cleaned that skeleton more or less 100% clean. Then we kept it in the sun for a while, but it was still stinking. It had this odors, you know, and when it was stink-free, so to say, then we took care of it, and we placed it outside the dive school on some pedestals and had it outside one of the 2 windows there for a couple of years, until I think 94, 95. Then we donated that whole little skeleton to the resort, who put it up inside the Baboona Bar.